What's going on, everybody?
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, we are back.
Woo!
It's Drinks and Conversation,
The podcast.
Yes, and I'm Intro Picks, and I'm always in the building.
And I'm OXYTOSIN, and it's always going down.
What's going on, Oxy? Oh, you got a little extra today, huh? What's going on, OXYTOSIN?
Man, everything's going on. It's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on. We had a lot going on.
This past weekend,
yes,
at the 6th installment of Drinks and Conversations, the event.
The event, y'all.
How did you like it?
I loved it. Like, listen, I love each and every event that we do. You know, I can't say it enough, but I also feel like this one was a little bit more grown. It was a little bit more, I don't know, had a little bit more grown up action,
really?
If you ask me. Yeah, I liked it. What about you?
I liked it too. My favorite has to be, of course, Love and Relationships February. You know, that's my favorite one all times. It was crazy, but we always put on a great event, and I love this event as well. But
Spring Fever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you feel in the springtime-ish? Go ahead.
The last one was my favorite one, you know.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to make sure. Hi, you guys.
Amanda Wiles is in the building.
We got Amanda Wiles holding it down.
Yeah,
she been gone for a minute. Now she back again.
Yeah, she been on vacation. I don't know how long vacations last around here, Amanda. But, yeah, we glad to have you back in the building.
Yes, it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
So, OXYTOSIN, this is our 6th event. Like, we did our 6th event. And we had a lot of interesting topics, and I say that we learned something at least new, like every event.
I totally agree.
What did you learn from the people this time?
Man, I learned that people do not know what they want. I think people have an idea of what they want, and they want what sounds nice, but when it comes down to it, people really don't know what they want.
And why do you think that's so?
I don't know. That's what people don't know. I don't know. I don't know why y'all don't know what y'all want.
But isn't that a part of dating, though? Isn't that a part of going through life? Isn't that a part of trying to figure it out? Because, like, sometimes you really just don't know what you want.
When it comes to dating, yes. But I mean, like, just a lot of things. People are so unsure about relationships, careers. There are a lot of things. Their children, their spouse, their health. Like, people just don't know shit that they should know.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's just not about relationships. Just a lot of things I think people just don't know, or people say certain things because, you know, that's what they think they should want, but they really don't know what they want. Yeah. What about you? What did you learn?
Well, for me, I've learned that there's always a couple of people in the bunch that are a little thought like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody got a little thought in them a little bit, you know, and I feel like after a couple drinks it comes out a little bit. But mainly what I've learned in this is that a lot of times, especially within this last one, as far as being in like committed relationships, like somebody said, like, yo, like if you don't take that time, you're just scared, and you're basically stalling. So, you know, when it comes down to a little bit of relationship wise, does that make sense? Am I making sense? No.
As long as it makes sense to you, I guess that's what matters at this particular moment. But what was your favorite part about our event? What particular moment stood out?
Oh, man.
Specifically.
What specific moments stood out?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was in the conversation piece that stood out, but I like the fact that we all just like kind of like partied. It was just like kind of like a big family type of atmosphere. And that's
at
what
the
like
family reunion,
hey.
we introduced it. Yeah. I agree. Everyone was just so nice. I think that, you know, when you come around a group of people and people don't know people, and then they have everyone leave talking, laughing, hugging, having a good time, I think that is very important, and there's something to be said about that. Just, you know, like, we want to interact, we want to get to know each other, but sometimes we're just so standoffish. It's like we're kids again. You know, when you're 2 and 3 years old and your mama puts you in the sandbox, by the time you're walking away, you're like, that's my best friend. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, as we get older, we don't connect in that way. And I think our event allows people to connect in that way with people they don't know. And
one
really
of the
cool.
things that I also like too, Oxytocin, and that I noticed is that it's diverse. Like, we have white people, Spanish people, black people.
Yo, them white girls was dropping it like it was hot.
Actually, that was my favorite part. I totally forgot about that part. We had
I got it on video. I'm posting.
We had a whole bunch of just white girls just come and just rock with us, and it was cool. I loved it.
Intro Pics was extremely excited. The dancing was my favorite part. You know, I love a little no rhythm. Like, I want you to have fun. I want you to have a good time, and they were just having fun, and they were just not caring, and it was cool.
Don't matter if
you gotta just live life with an exclamation point. It doesn't matter if you look dumb. Just have fun. You know.
You're right.
Some people just go to places, stand up on a wall. Oh, I'm not looking stupid. You know what I mean? Like, just have a good time. Let loose. Look, when I go salsa dancing,
you go salsa?
I'm going salsalido on Saturday.
I be forgetting
with some of my friends. With some of my friends. I want to give a shout out to Charmaine. She has been on the show. My Julita. Ashley, Emerald, because we're going to go and salsalito a little bit on Saturday. So, you know. Yeah, and I'm not going. And I can't salsa, but I'm going to be up there like I'm the #1 salsa dancer on America's Best Dance Crew. Dancing with the Stars. Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, like, just let loose. Have a good time. You know what I mean? It doesn't care who's watching. It doesn't care what other people think about what you're doing.
When did you get into salsa? When did you start?
You know, I've loved a Latin culture. I've loved Latin people since I was really, really, really young. So I've just always gravitated toward their culture.
Do you speak a little Spanish? Do you speak
I used to. Shout out to Cecilia. That was like my childhood best friend. She lived across the hall from me, and her mom spoke like nothing but Spanish to me. So I kind of really, really understood. But yeah, I got older and I just wasn't around Spanish people like that anymore. And shout out to my best friend. If those of you don't know, my best friend's a Latina. So you know, I know a little.
She was at the event.
You know, when your best friend is of a different, nationality and a different race, and certain things you pick up just from being around them and loving them so much. And let me tell you, she got an African side. She has a Nigerian side to her. So it's just. That's my sister. That's
shout
my
out
sister
to the
right
best
there.
friend.
Yeah, shout out.
She getting married soon, isn't she?
Yeah, she's engaged. That's why I really need to be working out because I gotta be looking. I be in this wedding.
Okay. Are you doing some type of bachelorette party?
I'm definitely gonna be in charge of her bachelorette party. Yeah,
okay.
as her bridal shower.
What you got in mind?
I got some time. I have a year to plan, so
that's a big responsibility.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Yeah,
it's a big responsibility.
Yeah, that's my homegirl. I got her. I gotta hold it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're good at doing stuff like that.
Oh, I am. We're gonna have fun. Don't I know it, man?
Well, everybody's out here having fun. I mean, not everybody, people before they get married and stuff, they want to let it all out. Like Miss Amber Rose. Have you seen the picture that she done dropped on the internet over the past
I
last
did
week?
see her caruche on the internet. I did see that on her caruche on the internet. My thing is, if you want to show your vagina, show your vagina. But I don't know what being naked and showing your private parts, what that has to do with feminism and being strong. I mean, you could be all those things that feminism represents with your clothes on. I don't know. I just feel like, girl, you just want to show yourself. Don't equate that with things that it's not. There's no correlation between the two.
I'm going to tell you.
I mean, just do you, Amber. We already know what you like to do. You didn't even have to go that far.
She is out here empowering women, okay? She's out here showing women.
She is empowering a certain type of woman. I think there's a certain type of woman that Amber Rose inspires.
She's just saying, free. Be free and let love.
You could be free with your clothes on. You could be in love with your clothes on. You could be in, you don't have to show your crotch to do those things. But I'm not opposed to it by all means. Like, boo-boo, if you want to show your crotch, hey, high five. Do your thing. Like, you know what I mean? I just don't know where I don't know why. I just don't see the correlation between what she said it stood for versus what she did. I don't know.
What if it was just art? What if it was just like, let me create a piece
She's
of art?
She's an artist? You.
Hey.
She didn't create it. I mean,
art is up to interpretation.
Okay, well, I guess she's an artist then. And what did she create? I'm sorry.
Her body is a creation. She's
using
her body as
artist
art.
Creates their art. So I'm saying, what did she create in that?
She created a nice Instagram photo for millions of people to enjoy.
For you, you downloaded that, right?
I did download that picture. It was hard to find.
Got it on save.
Got it on save.
I think that may be his screen. No, you can't make it your screen.
No, I can't make it my screen.
Okay. Yeah, you got a job.
Yeah.
You got a job.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. I mean, but honestly, Amber Rose, like, you know what I mean? I'm here for females doing what they want to do, being who they want to be. You know, we all on Judgment Day, you're going to be talked to for what you did. I'm going to be talked to for what I did. I'm cool with it, but I just don't see the correlation between feminism, being a strong woman, and showing your vagina. I don't know.
What if she's just a nudist? Like, what if she just likes to be nude?
Is she?
She
likes
to
nudist?
show her body.
Is she a nudist?
Apparently she is, because she
I
likes
don't know.
to be photographed nude. She likes to be out. She likes to be half naked. That's just a lifestyle.
Once Instagram deleted her post, she said that, her post was about feminism. That's what she said. So I'm going off of what she said. I don't know if she's a nudist. I don't know if she sees herself in that manner. But I do know that when she posted that video, she thought it was about feminism for her. It was about being a strong woman for her, and that's why she posted it. That's why she said she posted it. So I'm just going off what she said for her own photo, and I just don't see the correlation. That's all. But shout out to you, girl. Show your vagina. It's fine. I don't mind.
And what a great vagina it is. Listen,
if you say so.
Most of the time.
You've had some? I'm sorry. You just know everything. I'm just asking.
I'm just saying. I mean, you see a lot. I mean, she's a former stripper. She's a former, porn star.
She's a porn? I didn't know she did porn.
I mean, she did a video back in the day. I don't want to pull up the resume and all that, but we're gonna move forward.
Not like a leaked sex tape. I don't think a leaked sex tape with like Wiz Khalifa makes her a porn star. I mean, does she really do porn, or is it like a leaked?
I mean, it's considered.
You don't know?
That's
okay.
A leaked sex tape is kind of porn. I mean,
it doesn't make you a porn star. It's not like she filled out an application and said, you know what, I'm going to be the best porn star. This is my strengths. These are my weaknesses. Like, she didn't do that.
It was a
video made. Yeah, shut up. Shout out to Amber Rose. I do like her. She seems like a sweet girl. Her interviews. I mean, live your life, boo. Do you?
She is doing her thing.
Yeah,
Amber Rose, shout out to you too.
Shout out to Amber Rose. We love you over here at Drinks the Conversation.
These days. And release more photos if you have to. I mean, we like to talk about Amber Rose any other time.
I know you love to.
Listen, so Floyd Mayweather is thinking about fighting again. Well, he is going to be fighting again really
I heard.
soon.
Didn't they set a date?
I think they did.
What's the date?
I don't know the date.
Oh.
Do we have to... We ain't doing no research.
You already know I don't.
Listen,
you do your research. You're the one who cared about Floyd.
No, I'm just saying, it's big in the news. He's fighting again. Like, listen.
I mean, look, I'm tired of people retiring and coming back. I need y'all to retire and stay retired. Okay?
I mean, once you're the champ, you really can't never retire. I mean,
yes, you can.
You
really can. Look, you got to go out while you on top, man.
Okay.
You gotta go out that way. You still earning you still up there. You're at the upper echelon. Once you come back, get your ass beat, and then it's just not gonna be the same. Not saying that he is. I hope he doesn't. I really hope he does well. I'm just saying, like.
But you're saying true. If he fails or if he loses,
his brand's gonna take a hit.
His brand is gonna take a huge
Absolutely. It is what it is.
I mean, he will still be one of the best, but ultimately. One of the best that got beat by.
And it's like all of that is going to be overshadowed by. But, this happened.
This happened.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely right. Well, Floyd Mayweather. Listen. Floyd Mayweather is out here starting to start a new challenge on top of that. And basically it's showing live your lifestyle, show your lifestyle.
Live your lifestyle.
Yeah. And I guess this is a
came straight from the bottom to the top. My lifestyle.
You know what? And I
don't know what y'all want to see. Me going to my 9 to 5, Me taking my daughter to a track. I mean, it's not that interesting for me. I mean, I just live a regular life.
But I think this was like a shot at the Bow Wow challenge. I think
that was
like,
funny.
Yeah, I think
I
this
love
like
the Bow Wow challenge because I do it every night. I dream and I go away to somewhere else. No, not fronting. Like the Bow Wow challenge, like the funniness that ensued from it, not the actual Bow Wow lying. Like that was just unnecessary, but it was funny.
But that's the premise of it. It's actually showing stuff bigger than what it is, perception. But I guess Floyd Mayweather is like, show your actual lifestyle. So, you know, when you riding on the bus and you going to work, you know, Snapchat that shit.
They do. Snapchat your struggle meal on your paper plate. Like, people do all that stuff. All that stuff.
Do you think social media should know? You think you should put... What's the limitations on social media that
it shouldn't be any limitations on social media? I think that's what makes social media so great. You can post anything, you can put anything. Censorship is, I mean, now if you're in North Korea, you know what I'm saying, you don't really got no choice. But I'm saying, like, for most people, social media lets us be aware of things that we at other times may not have been aware of.
But how
you know
much
what I mean?
How much of your life
you gotta
should you put on social media?
However much you want. That's a personal choice.
Okay, and how much should it be? Should it
however much you want?
But how much does it get too dangerous? You got people that follow you. You got people that know your every direction.
And people need to take all of that into consideration when they're making that decision.
Well, how much do you show on social media?
I don't show enough. I don't show too much. I don't show enough like people. I don't show a lot. I like my own business to be my business. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know where I live on social media. I'm not going to be driving from work to home, but showing you the whole route. Like, you make a left on Crenshaw or right up Turnpike. Like, people, Crenshaw. That's, you know, you got to be, you know, it's crazies out here.
Incognito a little bit.
I mean, I don't worry about stuff like that. If I'm checking in somewhere, I'm already gone by the time I checked in. You know what I mean? Nobody looking for me. Don't nobody care. Celebrities got to worry about that stuff.
Yes, we're stuck in that elevator. You sure did put that on social media, though.
Because I was shocked. Wasn't nobody gonna hurt me in the elevator. And then I was with strangers. I had my sister with me, but we was around strangers. Y'all didn't know where I was because at that point
we
it saved my life.
Where you was.
Y'all did. Oh, I didn't tag it because I didn't want to say where I was because
look.
Yeah, I gotta leave that alone. But the people were very nice and apologetic and, you know, whatever. But let me leave that alone. But, yeah. Great story, though. We had fun. And y'all don't know what goes down in the elevator.
We'll go down in the elevator. Hey.
Laughter, fun, meeting new people. It was just really cool. It was. I had a good experience. Like, it wasn't bad at all.
I've never been stuck in the elevator. But
you will? You want to be stuck?
No, ain't no you will.
Do you want to be stuck? We can arrange some things.
Hell nah.
We can put some things into play.
Through the top
We can put some things into play. That's the problem. These men don't never want to stick to nothing. You talking about being stuck in the elevator. I'm trying to get you stuck in the elevator. You don't want to be stuck. Yes. Well, y'all can stick.
Y'all always want us to stick to something.
You men can you're right. You can stick with your barber. You can stick with your dentist.
No,
but you can't stick with a woman. That's what
them.
it is. Y'all can never stick with the same woman. That's y'all problem. That's okay. That's okay. Your man find a good barber. Yeah, I ain't never leaving him. 30 years straight, faithful. Ain't never go to nobody else. Talking about his girlfriend or his wife, he done dipped out 50 times. That's just crazy.
They don't give you a whole bunch of...
Why do some men have a hard time being committed? Why do you think that is?
Why do I think that it is? It's because for
you gonna blame the woman?
No, I'm not blaming the woman.
Okay.
It's not about that.
What is it about?
A part reason is because we're really kind of not programmed like that. And the second thing is, hold on, but we can be. We are. Some of us are. We are. But the whole thing about it is a lot of times it's just how you condition, how you grow. It all depends on the role models that you have in your life. To tell you the truth, it really does.
So what role models did? Go ahead. No, finish
because if you really do, as a guy, as a male, if you have the role model of what an adult, a husband is supposed to be, and things like that. You're gonna more than likely follow in that footsteps. But when you don't, you just don't have that guidance. You just don't. You know,
so
and it's important.
Shows you Or
Who showed me?
Who showed you? Who do you look
for me,
up to?
I already had a natural instinct, but honestly, I mean, listen. But honestly, what you toot-tooting about?
You toot-tooting your own. I'm just saying. Okay,
just
go
saying.
ahead.
But honestly,
You had a natural instinct.
It wasn't. It didn't dawn on me though. It didn't dawn on me until I went to like counseling. And
You went to counseling?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Premarital counseling.
You went to Are you going to?
I think everybody should go through premarital counseling.
Even if you're not getting married.
I think even if you're not getting married.
Oh, okay.
If you're serious in a relationship, but
so
if you do plan on getting married, premarital counseling is where it's at. And I say that only because not only did I learn outside of it, doesn't matter who I was with, I learned the principles and the things and the responsibilities that you have to undergo just being a man.
Okay,
basically.
So drop one gem for the fellas then, from what you learned.
Okay, one gem I'm gonna tell you one gem is no matter what, you know, if you're gonna accept the responsibility of being the man of the relationship, you also have to respect the responsibility that things are always gonna be your fault when they're not. And I say that, and I say that in comparison. Hold on, I say that in comparison, just like you have kids, right?
I don't have kids, no.
You have a daughter.
I have a child,
But if she goes out and does stuff, right, that's not of your character or approval, or she go and get into a fight or whatever, ultimately it comes down to the parent, right?
Do what?
As far as the responsibility of that child, even if you're not there. Do you kind of get what I'm saying? Like, you still carry responsibility over your child even if you're not there, or even if you don't physically do something. If they do something,
I'm held liable. Okay.
You're held liable for it. So at the end of the day, it's that same kind of mentality that even though you're not the person doing the action, you're still liable, and you have to accept the responsibility as a man. Like, you just have to accept the responsibility and fix it. Okay. If that makes sense.
All right, Olivia Pope. All right.
That ain't no. I know you not. You try. Listen, I tried to drop a gem, and y'all not feeling it. Listen, or they don't get it. Women don't get it.
Social media, I'm starting to see this trend that I kind of hate when it comes to baby showers or birthdays. I'll see a post. Oh, it's my birthday coming up. Or, oh, my baby shower. Who want to come? If you want to come, drop a comment for an invitation. Like, is that how we're inviting people to things now? Just, oh, anybody can come to the baby shower, or anybody can come to the birthday party? Like, that's just weird. I feel like maybe are they just doing it? Maybe that's why they're doing it, for just to get gifts. Like, if I'm having a function and I'm inviting someone, it's not gonna be a free for all. Like, did people stop thinking or caring about who they're inviting, or does it matter?
Be a free for all?
It cannot be. If you're having a baby shower, it cannot be a free for all. Just drop your address or drop your whatever if you want to come. It's different if you're like, oh, I want you to come to this. What is your email address? But just to be like, oh, well, if you want to come, drop your DM or EM below, and then I'll send you an invitation. Like, is that it's reversed to me? That's weird. What do you think? Is that how you inviting people to shit?
I mean, I think it all depends on your level of ghetto-ness. I feel like I feel like, you know, sometimes you don't have time to create a whole Eventbrite type of.
But you could do Eventbrite really quickly. Eventbrite is like the quicker option, though. It's not.
But sometimes you just want to be like, listen, can you?
Who want to come?
Okay, basically.
That's crazy. I guess. If it works for you all, like, I don't know. I'm just like, I would like to be selected. I don't want to have to tell you that I want to come. Like, can I feel happy that I was actually invited and make the choice on whether or not I want to attend? Like, it's just reversed to me. I don't know. Amanda Wiles, what do you think?
I agree with intro pics, as long as
you agree with intro pics? Hold on, we gotta rewind that back.
No, moving forward.
When do you ever agree with intro pics, Miss Amanda Wiles?
One time.
Okay, one time for your mind.
As long as they're bringing gifts.
Okay.
Gifts are important. Presents are important. I mean, it's a tacky way to do it, but honestly, it helps to cut down a lot of people feeling like, oh, you didn't invite me. No, I said whoever wants to come, drop a comment. If you don't drop a comment, you don't want to come.
But that's a you didn't invite me. Don't ask. I wasn't invited. I don't know. I just feel
But
like
I
that's
can
so
see
tacky.
vice versa, because like when we post stuff for events and stuff like that, that's invited to everybody. Do I
That's
have to
different.
physically invite you?
No. That's different. It's an event. You know what I mean? It's a free. I'm talking about. So you're going to be
private.
turning 30 soon, right?
Yeah, I'm don't remember.
So when you whatever you do for your birthday, let's say you're having a big 30th birthday bash,
I'm not,
right?
though.
I know you're not. I know you're not.
I can't
I
afford
know
it.
that.
I can't afford it. I can't afford
Well,
it.
let's say you having a baby shower, right?
Okay,
Wifey pregnant or whatever. You're having a baby shower. Do you make your invitations? Think about who you want to invite, and then invite them and say, I'm having a baby shower, expecting my first child. I would love for you to be there and sharing that moment with me. Or are you gonna go to your Facebook like, man, whoever want to come to the baby shower, drop your email address
It's
below,
gonna be
and
a
I'm
party.
Yeah, I can't.
No, honestly,
I can't.
no. You're
I
right.
can't.
I will probably. I wouldn't do it that way.
It's so
But my ghetto-ness has upgraded over the years, so I'm not on that level. I'm like middle class. That's like low class. So we don't. I'm all right. I'm all right.
No, you have to be cost effective here. Like all that, putting together some invitation cards and sending it out, that's money that could be saved by just sending a Facebook post.
Amanda, you could still set event. What is it? Eventbrite or whatever it is. Those things are. You make a little. Everything is digital, so you don't even have to go the handwritten route or the mailing route if you don't want to. You can. It's all digital, so it's really quick and really, 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 really easy.
Okay, so just what's the first word you just said in Eventbrite? Event. So you can invite people however you want to. You don't have to be traditional and formal. So yes, I will be sending y'all a Facebook page. Comment if you want to come to whatever I'm doing.
And I'm gonna tell you like this: if you're getting married and you drop whoever wanna come reply to this post, I'm not coming to your wedding because anyone is gonna be there. It's not special.
Someone will be taking your place. Thank you.
Listen, seat fillers.
It's so tacky.
All we need is
She's
seat
so
fillers.
tacky.
Listen,
She's so tacky.
You know what? But what about the people that
Speaking of
don't have
tacky,
friends? That don't have too many
Then
friends.
they have no one to. Then they could just send a text message.
They're gonna send a post. If you don't have that
A
many
post.
friends,
If you don't, let me tell you, I just think it's just tacky, especially like things like a baby shower. You just don't say whoever want to come. I just think it's so tacky. Like no.
well, I see. So
I
let me
wouldn't
ask you
do it.
this.
I wouldn't do it.
This is a side note, but let's
And I don't
say-
reply to them. For people who post, oh, I'm having my birthday party. Whoever want to come, you will never see me drop a tag. I mean, if they say who going to the bar, that's different because it's the bar.
Let me ask you this,
I won't
OXYTOSIN.
reply.
If you're marrying your husband, and let's say
If I'm marrying my husband,
yeah, you're marrying
he's
your
my
husband.
husband.
If you're marrying your boyfriend and he becomes your husband, if his best person
Okay.
was a woman, how would you feel about that? Or the
If
opposite
his best
sex?
man was a woman,
Yeah, basically.
cool. It's cool.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Okay, that's not a problem.
Not a problem. But now that we're married, she will be my friend. And then he'll have to find his own friend.
How would that be your friend?
She's going to be my friend. They can't continue to be best friends now that he's married.
Why?
Because they have to respect me and his relationship.
And they will.
No. It's just certain ways that things have to work.
What if you
So,
don't
for
get
example,
along?
even vice versa, if I have a lot of male friends, like you're my cool male friend. So right now, if I get married, I would expect like it'll be a natural shift.
You think your husband
it'll be
would be cool with that?
It'll be a natural shift in our relationship where you and my husband will probably become cooler than you and I. You and I may start to not be as cool, like as close, but you and him will be closer and closer.
Why?
And because you have to just respect the boundaries of relationship. I can't hang out and give another man that close attention when I have a husband. The way it works, you're gonna spend a majority of your time with your husband. Like you can hit me up at like 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning if you needed me. But when I'm married, I'm sure you will probably think to call someone else and not call the married person at 2 or 3 o'clock in the
But you're
morning.
definitely not about to call your husband like you just wouldn't call. Like my whole thing.
What do
my
you
whole-
mean?
I mean, because basically what I think that you're trying to say is that, okay, well, if I have a best friend that's of the opposite sex, they are going to have your spouse or your partner is going to have to be best friends with them.
They're not going to have to be, but the natural shift of things is what I'm saying. It'll just turn out that way. Like, you will start being closer with the male, and then, you know, me and you will still be friends, but it just won't be as close.
But what if you're not what if you don't like them like that? Like, they're cool.
It's fine. It's just that's cool. Fine. And if they're your best friend, it's already stamped that you don't like them like that. The thing is, it's just the natural way of things. You cannot have a close female friend that's that close to you.
So if I know you
when
for
you
10
have
years,
a wife,
if I know you for 10 years,
yes,
right, and you get married to a dude within 2 years, okay, so how is that relationship between me and him that I've known for less time than you've known him trump the relationship that I've had with you for over 10 years?
It won't trump him, but there'll be a natural shift because me and you are still going to be cool. We're still going to hang out, and then that's going to make you and him be cool and still hang out. That's just it'll just work out that way. It's something that
I don't think
it
all
will.
the time.
Trust me.
Trust me. I
have friends.
When has this worked out in that fashion?
A lot of my friends aren't married. Like, a lot of my guy friends are married. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I've never really had to put it into place. But I know people who are married, and I know that natural shift just happens. It's the way that it is. You can't have that close female friend and have a wife at the same time. One relationship is going to have to distance, and the other one is going to have to be closer.
So when you've had your boyfriends, have you had to make a natural shift with all your?
Look, people do it all the time. You be hanging with your boys from sun up to sundown. The moment you get your girl, they don't see you that often. It's the same thing like for females. They can be with their girls all the time going out. Once they are in a relationship, oh yeah, girl, I'm with Rodney, I'm with Roscoe. So, you know, it's a natural shift that just happens. You notice you see your friend who's in a relationship now less and less and less, not as much as you used to, not as much as you would see them had they been single. It's just a natural shift that happens.
I mean,
that's just how it is, you know?
Yeah.
And it's nothing bad, it's nothing good, it's just natural. It's just natural. It's natural. Yeah. But natural. I definitely want to talk about Uncle Steve. Uncle Steve, MF, and Harvey. Now, did you hear about what Steve Harvey said?
Steve Harvey always saying something.
He is always saying something. You know, they've been calling him a sellout. They've been calling him an Uncle Tom. They be like, he sold out a long time ago. So on the Steve Harvey morning show, he was talking to a fan, and they was about basketball, you know. Scratch all that, because I don't really
care about that.
Not that I don't care. Like, I care who the winner is because I want to be up on my current events, but that's as far as it goes. So he was going back and forth with the caller, and then Steve says, "You from Flint? That's why y'all don't even got clean water." And then he tells him to go ahead and pour himself a nice glass of brown water, and is laughing and is joking about it. And he keeps going in on the guy from Flint about them not having water. Mind you, this is water where people have died from, people have gotten sick from, people have gotten diseases from. You know, this is a really, really, really big problem that's been going on for too long, and it's just crazy that, I mean, like, why would you even think to say that to him? You know what I mean? Why would you think it's okay to say that to him? And he was dragged
I'm gonna tell you
by
why.
Twitter. Twitter let Steve Harvey have it. I think, did he say? Oh, he said he's not apologizing for nothing. I think they was going on Steve initially, and he said he's not apologizing for nothing. And people were saying they thought Steve Harvey had common sense, but he's dead wrong. So basically, as I know it, he said he's not apologizing for what he said. And they're going in on him.
I'm going to tell you why. Because Steve Harvey's not a nice person. Like, outside of the image that we may see as him being an entrepreneur, talk show host, actor, comedian, all these different roles that he plays. But his personality is very corrupt. His personality is very dismissive. And I feel like outside of his image, that's the person he is. It's no reason why the rumors come up about you, how you treat your ex-wife. It's no reason. of how letters get leaked about how you treat your staff. It's no reason why things come up like this, where you just mistakenly show your colors and say something out of pocket. It's ego, it's money, it's a lot of things, and it's not the perception that we have. Steve Harvey is good when it comes to branding and business, but we all know your brand doesn't also mean who you are. You know what I'm saying? And your character. At the end of the day, we don't technically know who Steve Harvey is, but it's a lot of things that are seeping through.
Yeah.
He has a good team that mask all of that, but I think honestly, like, Steve Harvey is just not a good person in a sense, and I don't think he's always been like that. I think that it's recently happened with more success. You know,
do you think it's hard to guard your character and be a good person when you've had so much success and technically money, power, and fame?
It's hard because it's so easy to be evil. You know what I'm saying? With anything. You know what I'm saying? When you have access and you have just no one shadowing you and no one and you're your own boss, it's easy to be evil. It's easy to rip people off. It's easy to do the wrong thing. It's easy to do those things. You know what I'm saying? To do it. That's why character comes into play. But I mean, with him, I mean, you know, I don't know. We don't know the real Steve Harvey. We know of Steve Harvey. You know, we know the character. We know the lights, camera, action Steve Harvey. We don't know the real Steve Harvey. And that's you know.
No, I'm not shocked, because may his soul rest in peace. When Bernie Mac was alive, and there was a rumor that when he got the role in Ocean's 11, Steve Harvey called behind him, or somebody from his camp called the people in Ocean's 11, was like, you shouldn't go with Bernie Mac. You should go with Steve Harvey, and this is why. Like, y'all all supposed to be kings of comedy. Y'all all got your own separate ways, but you're trying to undercut this man from getting a role. So I guess you're right. He's always been like that.
Yeah. I feel like that. I mean, I just think like Steve Harvey, he has a great brand in what he's doing, but it's
not
obvious.
A good person.
It's obvious he's not a good
and
person.
Do you think he went too far, or no? Was he just being a comedian?
Because
that's the question right now. Too far or comedian? Too far or being comedian?
That's the question in the world when it comes to Bill Maher. When it comes to Kathy Griffin.
Bill Maher was dead ass wrong. But go ahead.
But they feel like, all right, as a comedian, you have this open window to do things. But a lot of the times is you do have that open window. But if it's funny, if it's not funny, it becomes just a regular statement. You don't have that leverage as a comedian. And for him,
it wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny. And for him to go ahead and joke about something so serious as Flint, I mean, we don't live in Flint. We don't live nowhere near Michigan. No. We don't have shit. Our damn tap water, we don't even trust our own damn tap water.
No.
We be boiling this shit all day.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We can't even trust our own tap. Now, imagine, but we still shower, we still wash dishes,
brush our teeth,
and we still brush our teeth in that water, even though we may not drink it, but those are useful attributes that we do. And imagine if you don't have that. If you don't have that, those necessities, and it's contaminated, that's a problem.
It is a problem.
And it's nothing to joke about.
Nothing to joke about. Totally agree. Steve Harvey, too far. You need to issue an apology quick. They're already dragging you behind. It's bad, but it can be worse.
And you've been fucking up, Steve Harvey. You've been forgetting fucking names, giving wrong fucking crowns away, doing whole bunches of shit, saying shit that you ain't got no business saying.
Just exactly.
Shut
Get
up.
it together.
Forever.
Sure. You better think like somebody else, because thinking like a man ain't helping right now.
You know who I respect outside of Steve Harvey? Because the amount of respect that people give Steve Harvey, it should really go to Roland Martin.
Oh, I love me some Roland Martin. Me and Amanda Wiles met Roland Martin. What was that, 2-3 years ago? I can't remember, but he's funny and nice, and he's a no shit player. Like he don't take no shit.
Roland Martin is he's the MVP.
Yes.
Like Roland Martin actually
Uncle
does
Ro.
what he says.
He's a man of his
it,
word. Absolutely.
And he does it. So big ups to Roland Martin. And he's from
Absolutely.
TV One, which is a Radio One production and is black owned. And I love
7
it.
a.m.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
So let me ask. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I love when we do that. Go ahead. Rock, paper, scissors.
Go ahead. Rock, paper,
Heads and tails. Go.
Tails. Go ahead. We ain't got no coin. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Have you ever called your mom's best friend to talk about her? Or to just to say something negative of your mom? Or to say something like, you know, my mother
Never.
don't care about nobody but herself.
Never. But
Never.
you know what? Her best friends have come to me and said stuff about my mom. And I'd be like,
Look, stay on topic.
Right.
Stay on topic.
Okay, all right.
So you said you've never hit up your mom's best friend. Amanda Wiles, how about you? Have you ever hit up your mom's best friend and say, like, you know, just something negative about your mom or something about your mom that was getting on your nerves?
No, I'm not crazy.
Is that a line cross? Is that just something you don't do?
yeah, you don't. I mean, you don't get in grown folks' business. Period. Point blank.
I guess. But what if you're just trying to vent?
No. And you should
Vent to your own damn friend.
You should, right. Vent to your own damn friend.
Not your. Okay, I bring that up to say, you guys know about grown up hip hop with Bow Wow, Deb's son, Zani.
I thought you said you ain't watch it.
Reginae Carter. I said I watched the first full episode, and I
Okay.
always catch snippets online. You don't gotta watch these shows to really kind of know to get a good idea.
I'm kind of
But it's
loving
kinda
growing up
good.
hip hop.
Yeah, it's
Go
all
ahead.
right. So basically, I wanted to talk about Reginae and how basically in the clip she called Tiny, which you know Toya and Tiny are. I don't know if they're best friends, but they're cool.
All right.
And basically she was talking to Tiny, asking for Tiny's help for her party because her mother, and she said, you know, my mother don't care about nobody but herself. And even when she said it, Tiny was like, ooh, like, hold up. So then Tiny tells Toya, and you could tell in the clip, she's livid. She's like, how the hell don't I care about nobody but myself, but I'm doing all of this for you? And I know people have been saying that Reginae seems ungrateful. She got a lot of mouth. She talk a lot of smack. Then she go calls her mom. So I'm just thinking, was she right to call Tiny and to say that about her mom? Is it wrong? Is she being malicious, or is it just a young girl who doesn't know what to say out of her mouth?
I think it's a young girl being spoiled.
Spoiled brat.
Spoiled brat. Any which way it goes. She is. I mean, come on. Like, we know she is. She has celebrity parents. She is
Get whatever she wants.
growing up. She's black. She's getting all these. I mean, she's above anybody in her class, as far literally class. You know, she's it. You know. She's spoiled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
and then
saying?
when you're that young, it's going to go to your head. It go to grown folk head. So of course.
And you can't help it because that's the lifestyle their parents
And that's all
live.
she knows. Yeah.
And that's all they know. But the thing about it is Reginae, she has a father, but it of course it's Lil Wayne, but she needs somebody
sorry.
really active on her. Like
she
active.
needs a tough one, a strict one, maybe for a little
She needs
bit.
a tough one, strip one.
Yeah, it's like
She
sometimes
needs
I
a
feel like she
stepdaddy.
has to be the
She
parent.
needs a stepdad to come in.
She feel like she has to be the parent, especially in that episode where she was just so overprotective of her father. I was like, shouldn't it be the other way around?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I feel like she even says she feels like she has to protect him, and I think when you're 18, you shouldn't feel like you have to protect your father.
Maybe it's not that she feels like she has to
I mean, it's
protect
what she
him.
said.
I know, but maybe it's more of she wants to be involved
In what?
in his world.
I don't know. I mean, she's involved. She knows all the people.
She knows all the people, but at the same time, she's
like, you mean she says she
she's
don't
a
want to be
kid
an
to
artist. She
him.
wants to be an actress. So I mean, I wish her the best of luck with her career. I wish her the best of luck in college. You know, I definitely want her to be successful. But you don't talk about your mama, honey, and not to her friend, and not on no damn show. Even if you're gonna do it, you don't do it when the camera's on, okay?
I want to see what's gonna happen between Toya and
Toya
Deb.
says she don't know. She gonna talk to her, all right, but she don't know what's gonna happen.
I want to know what's gonna happen between her.
You think she gonna lay hands and give her a good spanking on the show?
No, she's not gonna do that. She ain't gonna do that.
Oh gosh.
But see, you know, Toya's going at it with Deb. Deb Anthony.
I know,
because
she said something to her daughter. I'm not for adults addressing kids. Take it to the parents. I don't know what happened in that situation, but I know she said, "Don't talk about my daughter."
So you don't think that if your kid is doing something wrong and an adult corrects them, you think that that's wrong?
It depends on the correction. I think if you don't correct them the way that I would think is okay, and because everything is different to everybody. You know what I mean? Correcting your child, maybe putting hands. You don't know how people feel correcting should go. That's why you should leave it to the parent and let the parent know. I've always been a strong advocate. If I see a child doing something wrong, I'm going to go let your parent know. I see kids cursing.
And what if you let the parent know, but they get bucked with you?
Then me and the parent gonna handle that. Like you get bucked with me,
right.
then we gonna handle that.
Right. Get it popping. Get it popping.
No, but seriously, like it's a real thin line when it comes to people's children. So I encourage everyone to tread lightly. When it comes to dealing with, like, if it's my niece or my nephew or like someone I'm really, really cool with, child, I'll definitely check your child and I'll let you know as well. I think the parents should know every time. I'm not just going to check you and don't tell your parent, because I'm going to check you and I'm going to tell your parent, and the individuals that I know, your parent going to check you again, because one ain't enough. It takes a village, but people just don't. They don't want nobody saying
so
nothing
do you
to
think
their child.
That if you check somebody's kid, that you got to be prepared to check their parent too?
Absolutely. That's why I said just go to the parent. Start at square one, because depending on the age of the child and depending on certain situations, 9 times out of 10 they the reason why. They are the reason. So take it to them.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely excited for this weekend. We all know the Tupac biopic is coming now.
Yeah,
all eyes on me.
All eyes on me.
Are you going to see it?
I'm not going to see it. I'm
Why
going to wait
not?
till it comes out on bootleg.
I just want to throw something at you. Do we have a monkey wrench in the studio right now? Because I think Intro Picks needs a dent in his forehead.
I'm all here for it. I'm all here for it. I'm just not so. I'm
going to support with my dollars. I'll definitely be in the theater. I gotta figure out who wants to go.
I'm just not here for it like that.
Who wants to go see the Tupac? Is it biopic or biopic? Biopic or biopic? Does it matter? I just hear people say it both ways. I just want to know. Tomato, exactly.
Right.
I'm definitely excited about that. I'm also excited about
Oxytocin.
Insecure Season 2, July 23rd, coming back. I'm so excited. What?
How you gonna get mad at me because I don't want to spend my dollars to see a Tupac movie?
I'm not mad at you.
Okay.
If you don't want to see it, that's your loss.
Why is it my loss? Because I don't want to spend no dollars to see the Tupac movie.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna go see it. I'm excited to go see it. You can wait. Just be ready for my spoilers. That's all. Okay. But no, once again, I'm going to say Insecure Season 2 is coming back July 23rd. Let me tell you, I have the biggest. And I don't even be having crushes like that. I don't even be liking these ninjas out here like that. But shout out to Daniel. His real name is, I'm going to pronounce the first name incorrectly. It is what it is. Yalan, but the last name is Noel. And I don't think it's Yalan. I know I'm saying it incorrectly, but damn, that brother is fine. OMG. I've been trying to find his Instagram. I can't find it. So if you know his Instagram, please at me. He don't got a Facebook. He don't got a gram. I don't know what I gotta go to see if he got some tickets or something. I gotta see if he got some tickets or something. Where he be? I need to see him more and more. I just want more, and I like him, and I just want more. That's all.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Right. Who's your celebrity crush? Because he's my celebrity crush right now. Shout out to Daniel. Insecure Season 2, July 23rd.
I love me some Brandy. Brandy. I've been. Everybody knows, I love.
She coming to the Fillmore. You gonna go see her, or you gonna wait till she come on bootleg?
I've seen. You know me well. You know what? No, if I get invited, I'll go.
Okay, that's good.
If I get invited, I'll go.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go.
So.
Yeah. If I get invited, I'll go. Yeah.
I need to find a guy who can do this test for drinks and conversation. So if you are down, hit us up. Basically, the test is you're going to go out on dates with females, right? And we're going to give you a card, and that card is going to be declined, right? So when you swipe it for the meal, the card is going to be declined. And we just want
a lot of those. got a lot of those.
This happens on a good day. We just want to see if the female is going to be like, oh, don't worry about it, I got it. Or is she going to be like, oh, well, you're on your own. I want to know if, like, is she going to pick up the bill, or is she going to be like, oh, no, he's broke because the card is declined.
What would you do?
I don't know.
You don't know what you would do?
I have no...
I think it depends on how well you like the guy.
How well you like the guy, how you feeling. Like, let's say you just had a crappy day, and then you got to go on a date, and then you didn't cancel, but you feeling all crappy. You may be like, oh, hell no. But then if you had a great day, you got a raise, the sun was beaming on your face, you know, you just... Maybe you just might say yes.
You reaching. She reaching.
And we could do it vice versa, you know. I don't know what girl. I don't know. Maybe not. But
my whole thing is,
I want to just see how this works, because there's a guy who does this to women. He really does this test. He'll take women on dates. He'll pay. The card is going to be declined, and he see what their reaction is. He gives them back their money.
And I think it's a good test.
He says every man should test a woman on the first date. So he does this on the first date. He just takes a canceled credit card with him on a first date, and after they've had a good time, great meal, great conversation, the waiter will come back and say the card's canceled. And, you know, he gives them their money back, but he just wants to see what their reaction will be. Will it be mean? Will it be nasty? Because he said if she's nasty about it, and if she doesn't call him back, then she's not the woman for him.
She's not the one.
That she's selfish, and he doesn't have time, and she doesn't care about him or his best interest, so she can get the F out of there. So... Does anyone out there do this? I mean, do people test people?
Listen,
do you test people?
I mean, you do test people in certain type of ways.
I mean, but
listen,
this is like a real test.
I mean, that is a test.
This is like a pass or fail.
But see, the thing about it is when you test people like that, it's kind of like you're taking it for a joke, and it's kind of like you're trying to do like a prank type of setting, and that's not what it is. Like,
true,
listen,
I agree with that.
If you're gonna be 100%, if you're really trying to get to know a woman, take her out, pay for the dinner, and get to know her. You don't have to test somebody the first night.
The first
that
day.
You meet them.
I agree. I don't want to curse anymore. I'm trying to stop, but that's classic FUCK. BOI.
But I see the logic behind it, because at the same time,
it's still classic F-boy stuff.
You want somebody that's there for you. You want somebody that's going to ride with you from
But you shouldn't be, I don't know if you should be looking for that on date one.
You shouldn't be looking for it, because you have to earn it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just get somebody's trust and somebody to be down for you on day one.
Preach.
I know, I'm going
right. We got some rice. I need some rice.
Where am I with this? Where am I with this?
I don't have no rice. I'm going to throw them off.
You can't do that day one. So my thing is, you have to be able to pull them in, and they have to be interested in you, and you have to have a connection in order for you to reap those benefits. Because ultimately, it's not going to work. Let's just say a girl did pay for you, right?
She's not going to pick up tomorrow.
And let's say she said, oh, you forgot your card. I paid for you. I like you enough, and I do want to call you again. But here's the thing. Once she finds out that, listen, it was just a test, and you're testing her, the point of the matter is you kind of insulted her. Let's be real.
That's true.
You know, so it's not even worth it. At the end of the day,
stop playing games, people.
Stop playing games.
Stop playing games.
Right.
But it's so funny to me. I would like to be, you know how like
Tosin, stop playing games.
No, but you know how John Quinones always do like what would you do? I would love to be like there when what would you do was going on. Like I like stuff like that. Like what would you do? You know what I mean?
But, I mean, that's true for that, but like if you out here and you trying to find love and you trying to be with somebody, you know what I'm saying? You got to get to know them. You got to show them, and you got to be able to know.
No, I mean, she could pick up, but the only thing is she may only see you as a friend. She'll never see you as anything more. So that's
that could be changed, though.
Not always. Some women feel like if they pay on the date, you're just a friend at this point.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't go on my dates, so I don't really know what the game.
Oh, we're going to get you on some dates.
No, I'm tired. I've made a conscious decision to get an arranged marriage.
Oh.
So I'm going to have to go that route.
You're going to get you an African prince. Huh? They come to America.
Because clearly, I cannot find someone on my own. I may need some smarter powers that be to help us this out.
Okay.
Amanda Wild.
Yes, I got the perfect person for you. His name is T'Challa, and he is the Black Panther. And the movie will come out February 16th, 2018.
Amanda Wise really want this.
Girl, remind me December 2017. I mean, you telling me about February 2018. That's a long time ago. That's a long time ago. Man. So we definitely got to get up out of here,
yes,
you all.
Do.
Glad to be back. Oh.
Well, listen, OXYTOSIN, we is back. And listen, we are approaching almost 100 episodes real soon.
Yes, we got to do something for our 100th episode.
We're going to do something. We're going to make it happen.
Yeah,
we're going to make it happen. And we also, even though Drinks and Conversation 6 just passed and we had an amazing time.
Ooh, did I just yawn? Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I
Drinks
apologize.
and Conversation 7. Let's talk about that one.
Oh, we'll talk about that on the next EP.
Oh, no.
We'll have more details for y'all.
No, we got the details tonight.
No, we don't.
Yes,
no, we
do.
don't.
Yes,
and
we do. Yes,
no, we don't.
Yes.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Listen,
so
yes, we do.
It was definitely great.
We OXYTOSIN.
We
are having
great.
our next event.
We don't know the date, you guys.
Yes, we do.
We have not discussed the date. We don't know what it is.
We're having our next one in September, OXYTOSIN.
Ew, yeah, I don't know about that one.
We're having our next event in September.
That's too soon for me. That's too soon for me. But
make sure y'all look out. OXYTOSIN that try. You don't know?
Nah, I don't know.
Yeah, she don't know. Listen,
I don't know.
Our next Drinks and Conversation event is going to be in September, you guys. Make sure you follow us and make sure that you know so that we can keep you updated on when it's going down. Okay?
Bye, guys.
We out, y'all. Let's go.